related to us not being able to relate to each other.
Okay.
I was DJing Gimme Gimme Disco on Friday.
Okay.
I was having a great time. I put on my close friends story that I get a little annoyed when people are trying to dance with me because they don't realize that if I'm
Because you don't know how to dance secretly.
Well, because
you have the one dance move that's the foot shuffle, and if anybody asks you to do something else, you get scared.
Well, because pretty publicly I don't know how to dance, but they don't know that. But in addition to that, if I dance with them, the music's going to stop.
Right.
And the night will end.
Sure.
One of our friends, a very sweet girl, her name is Mel. She also DJs for the company.
Okay.
She swipes up on my story and replies. There's a ton of people that DJ for Gimme Gimme Disco.
Sure.
Her and I are friends. She's a very, very cool, pretty goth girl.
Awesome.
Who does these as well. She swipes up on my story and she's like, ugh, I know. Don't you hate it at the end of the night when everyone's trying to have threesomes with you too?
What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? No, what's wrong with you? No, what's wrong with you?
The meantime. Why do you have to be so mean?
Don't you hate being called baby girl by every single person that's in the bar? Don't you hate getting touched by the security?
I was like,
don't you hate when the promoter makes kissy faces at you?
It's like, Mel, actually,
hey Pat, don't you hate when everyone's like, you're trying to do your DJ set and everyone's just staring at your gazugs? Don't you hate that? God, I hate that.
she was just being so real.
Yeah.
I was like, Mel,
I haven't had a ton of. It hasn't happened a lot of times.
If I'm being real, I don't think perhaps the way that the crowd talks to you, I get like a lot of dudes being like, "Hey, man,
That was sick.
I get a lot of that.
Hey,
I
bro,
don't
you
know.
played Kansas. That was fucking dope. That was fucking dope, dude. Honestly, this is what. Here, I'll be a drunk guy.
Yeah.
Dude, that was fucking dope. And I know what fucking dope is.
Yeah,
Dude. And honestly, if I could shake your hand, bro, that shit was so dope. And like, I used to DJ.
Yeah.
And my dad used to DJ. And I've been DJing, dude. And like, you know how to do it. And you know how to, the most important part is you know how to control a crowd. And like, your interaction with the crowd is great. Don't pull away. Don't pull away. You're right here. Lock in. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the craziest part about doing DJing. And you got it.
God, dude, your Punisher character's really good.
I'm really good. I've gotten very punished.
My mom listened to our first 2 episodes.
Okay.
Love you, Mom. I'm sure you're listening to this.
Yeah, she had notes.
And she was like, you guys are having so much fun.
So much fun.
And I was like, yeah. And she was like, I thought you said Jared drove you crazy. and I was like, yeah. And she was like, Patrick, you guys like each other so much. And I was like, well, yeah. And she was like, well, Patrick, if you like have any negative feelings about Jared, like those would have to all be true about yourself too. And I was like, and then stop investigating. And then, Mom, from that point, don't think about that anymore.
If this is the way that you talk about Jared, but then the way that you treat him in real life, I wonder what that says about you behind closed doors. What kind of things do you say to yourself in the dark?
and I was like, and that's it. And just put a break on that thought.
My dad said a similar thing because it's the same thing. My dad was like, you and that Muppet freak are having a good time on the fucking...
Yeah, word. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But, all right, your dad's got more colorful choice of words than my mom.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm more like my dad, and you're like your mom.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I've met your dad, and I've met my mom.
Ooh, and I've met your mom, and I certainly have met my dad.
Yeah.
Welcome back to The Meantime on Idobi Radio. I'm Jared.
I'm Patrick.
And welcome back to the show.
Yeah, thanks for being here. It's episode 3.
Yeah, sure.
Statistically, we'll make it to 10.
Okay.
As I said.
Right.
I'm just keeping everyone on track.
Yeah.
Are you over it yet?
Let's have a... I was just about to say, let's have a tracker on screen.
I was asking because I'm not.
Okay, yeah.
So
I'm good.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
We're all good here. We'll keep it going.
All right.
Thanks, Fish.
Nice.
Oh, Thursday was Circle 6 Wrestling.
Wrestling. You said there was a wrestling thing.
My roommate Sam works for Circle 6 Wrestling. It's deathmatch wrestling. Always in LA if you want to go.
And quick before you start, I'm a huge wrestling fan, and I don't like deathmatch wrestling. So that's a wrinkle.
I don't get what you don't. The difference between, from my experience, the difference in deathmatch wrestling is that there is a lot of real human blood.
Yep. It's like gory and not. It's like gross and weird and not as fun to watch as like the craft of like two guys wrestling really well.
There's a lot of craft to what they're doing as well. It's
a completely different thing.
It's like, I mean, so the ring matches the other night weren't deathmatch, and then they did bar fights inside that were deathmatch.
That's great. I would watch the ring matches and not the bar because I just don't want to see gratuitous blood.
Just for the sake
and
of blood.
Barbed wire and those light. Every match ends with the fucking lights getting smashed off of their back.
They're so good, dude. The glass so everywhere.
It's gratuitous and it's the same thing every single time.
No, sometimes they mix it up. I mean,
like how? Like one guy doesn't bleed, he poops.
Well, my favorite deathmatch they ever did, they did a barbed wire spider net.
Like one guy doesn't bleed, he comes.
No, just like I guess they always bleed.
Yeah,
but it's just in the way that they create the blood.
So sometimes the blood doesn't come out from his shoulder; it comes out from like his back, and sometimes it comes out from his forehead instead of his chin. And maybe he has a bloody lip instead of a bloody nose.
It's just like my brain had never thought of a barbed wire spider web. And then they had made a spider web out of barbed wire that two guys jumped onto.
Yeah,
and it was crazy.
It's just the same shit over and over. It's crazy. And then they hit each other with light tubes, huh?
Yeah. They explode.
They go cuckoo.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And you watch it on Instagram one time and you're like, okay, cool. And then there's blood everywhere and you're like, ugh.
You haven't come to one with us yet, though, have you?
I haven't come to one with you guys, no.
I feel like you should go to these shows. The Circle 6 ones are really good.
I'm sure I don't want to disparage the company that you're promoting over here, but I don't like deathmatch wrestling.
What deathmatch have you been to, or have you?
Never.
Never.
I see it. I get like queasy if I see it on Instagram.
I just think, knowing you pretty well, I think there's dudes that you would like a lot, and parts of it that you wouldn't vibe with enough. But the dudes that you would think were so dope, like a Matthew Justice or something like that, you'd be so into that it would like sell you on the rest of it. You know?
I don't know, because there's a wrestler from WWE. He went by Dean Ambrose, and now he's John Moxley, and he's in AEW, and he is their extreme hardcore bleed all over the place guy, and I really like him. But then he starts bleeding, and I turn the fucking episode. I'm like, it's gross to just be rolling around in human blood the whole time.
The first bar fight, Otis Kogar is stabbing this other dude in the head with a pair of scissors.
That's great. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful?
I got this.
Come here, baby, guns. I don't want to see that.
I got this clip of it.
And you're going, oh my God.
Also, the guy getting stabbed is like,
fuck, it hurts, fuck, oh, fuck, ow.
And you're just like,
ouchie, owie, ouch.
I'm just there. It's so funny to be there working for Circle 6 and to be so desensitized and be like, to be looking at this guy being like, oh God. And I'm for real. I'm like, no, I'm not sure if that lighting's going to work for the story.
I'm super weird on the color on this. This blood is not looking red. It's looking orange, and I don't know how to make it look red.
Our coworker Richie had Photoshop open on the pool table. There's guys stabbing each other in the head with scissors. He's like, no, this colorway is not going to work.
Cool.
I was making fun of him.
Yeah.
I was like, the grind never stops. He's like, no, I'm working on the next show.
I'm working on the next shit. This is for the next shit.
It's so good. But the big highlight of the night is that Bigfoot fought a lumberjack.
Right.
So Casanova's running around the place in his lumberjack fit. And yeah, it's just him.
He's either a lumberjack or Casanova.
His name's Casanova.
Like his character name is Casanova, or his actual name is is he like a suave guy?
No.
Okay.
He's massive. He's massive with grills in. That's Cass.
That's Big Cass.
Yeah.
That's Big Cass, and he go by lumberjack. Okay, no, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
And I would go by Crashanova.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah.
I don't know his actual...
I could probably workshop that a little bit more.
Crash.
I would crash you over.
Dude.
I would well, we'll work on it. I'll do a few.
He's running around. He's got his axe, and he's screaming, "Where is he?"
He's got an accent, yeah.
Oh, and that's the other thing about the deathmatch wrestling. You just gotta hope that he doesn't hit you. It's not a fucking fake axe.
No.
And it would be so easy to buy a fake axe.
Yeah.
And I was talking to our boss about this. They sell fake axes, fake barbed wire that looks like the real shit.
Yeah.
Everyone would react the same. There's got to be something masochistic about the deathmatch wrestling.
About the deathmatch wrestling? There's got to be something masochistic about the deathmatch wrestling? The deathmatch wrestling has to be in some way, like a way where they're trying to injure themselves? The deathmatch wrestling is? Circle Stitch is called like blood sport or something? What's it called? It's just called deathmatch, huh?
It's all, yeah.
It's called deathmatch, like a bar fight?
Yeah, there's lots
Something
of
masochistic about the bar fight and the barbed wire?
Yeah, bar room blitz.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, they're trying to hurt each other, Pat. You know?
Yeah, wait, man, I am pretty dumb for
Where
that.
is he? Where is he? He like really wants to kill him too. He's bummed out that he keeps missing.
It was just such a good pop because no one knew what he was talking about. And all of a sudden there's this huge dude running around screaming, "Where is he?" with a real axe just in a bar in downtown Los Angeles. And then from the front door, just Sasquatch.
Oh shit, it's a Sasquatch! It's like a story about like this actual lumberjack who's coming to avenge his family against the Sasquatch in the redwoods, who came and like tore his family apart limb from limb. He's like, "Where is the son of a bitch?"
Yeah. And then, yeah, to your point.
And the Sasquatch is like, "You've kept me in the woods for decades. You killed my kind." Like if there was real lore.
All the lumberjacks of all of history.
Yeah.
But the Sasquatch.
You chased my kind into the redwood, and now I'm taking revenge against the lumberjack coalition.
They're extinct because there's no trees left, and it started with them.
Oh, it's like Lorax.
Yeah.
It's Lorax Onceler.
Sasquatch is the Lorax.
Yeah. You've killed my kind. You brought death to the forest.
It's just.
I cannot hear the birds, nor the pitter-pat of beaver.
And he's killed the lumberjacks' family.
And now they both have a really good reason to be fighting each other.
Really.
Yeah, but you took it too far when you slayed my family.
My wife was pregnant.
Curse you, Sasquatch!
My firstborn.
My son, Jeremiah!
You took Jeremiah.
You took Jeremiah! Everybody at the bar is like, what the fuck is happening?
No. Everyone, all the deathmatch fans are very proper appreciators of good drama. They're, yes.
Wow. Yes.
I heard that the Sasquatch may have lied with his before he'd slain her. He perhaps.
I heard that the Sasquatch and his wife were in love. Maybe she was the only one who felt that he was human.
I do hope the Sasquatch puts his head between those chairs.
Now, I was about to say, whatever happens, I certainly hope they bring that barbed wire.
The martini glass.
Now, certainly, whatever happens, I do hope there's a good amount of blood, old sport.
A little olive. I quite enjoyed when that man was getting stabbed in the head with those scissors.
Wow.
Oh, is that Bigfoot? Is that?
Oh, is that the Sasquatch?
Gerald?
Yes, Armin dear.
Did you know the Sasquatch was here?
Oh, yes, Armin dear. I did see him in the back, the Sasquatch.
Oh my God! He slammed.
Last of his kind, they
he
say.
just slammed that man's head against the bar.
Well, the Sasquatch is very good at tombstone pile drivers. Well, he chokeslammed that lumberjack straight to hell.
I don't know enough of the terms. I'm sorry. That's so good.
Yes, but did you see the lumberjack hit him back with a slingshot lariat?
Fuck.
Good form, old boy.
I want to participate.
He moves good for a big guy.
I want to participate so badly.
A textbook moonsault from the Sasquatch.
What's a moonsault?
It's where you do a backflip off the top rope onto somebody.
Well, you go. So it's like a gator.
Your face. No. You're facing.
Oh.
Your back is to them, and you do a backflip and you hit them. There's also a swanton bomb, which is one of my favorite moves in the world.
I see.
Where you do a big front flip where you leave your head out for as long as you can, and then you tuck at the last second and land on your back on somebody.
I see.
Then there's a shooting
Wait,
star press.
Hold on. Shit.
Hold on. There's a shooting star
No,
press.
that's-
There's a shooting star
Don't go
press,
too far.
and that
Don't go
is a
too
gainer,
far.
and that is a gainer, and that's a gainer.
My bad. Hey, I want to subtly apologize to the audience. I should have known.
We're gonna
And
do that a lot. There's
And
gonna be a lot of this.
And that's on me. And
Yeah.
that's on me.
That's unfortunate.
Right after the Circle 6 Deathmatch Wrestling, there was an Elden Ring tournament. I don't know if you. No, wait, Jared.
And what was his build?
No.
And what was his build?
I'm sorry.
Let me guess. Strength, dex.
That's my fault. That's my fault.
That's
Hold
a
on.
quality build. That's a quality build right there.
I'll get him. Don't worry. I'll get him back.
Intelligence, faith, pick a god. Just no context for anything. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
I just feel so stupid. What the fuck was I thinking? Jared, I don't know these wrestling moves. Would you by chance educate me? Could you perchance tell me more of the wrestling moves? God.
Well, it's a spear when Edge does it, but it's gore when Rhino does it.
Like, Pat, could you tell me about the Silver Age of comics? Absolutely the fuck not. Don't do that. Could you tell me about how the transition between the Silver and Gold Age actually happened?
I was just reading a thing about Rorschach. Reading a thing about.
No, don't tell him who that is.
I was
Oh, God,
reading
it'd be far too helpful to know who Rorschach is. No, just keep
I'm
going.
gonna keep that to myself.
Yeah.
I was reading a thing about Rorschach that someone was like, in the news show.
Oh, don't tell him what show.
But yeah, in the news show of this thing where there's a guy named Rorschach, they're
Damn
like,
it.
by doing the events that happened in the news show, you ruined Rorschach's legacy. And they're like, well, in the comics, Rorschach's legacy was that he was a creep and no one liked him, and everyone thought that he was a loser who followed little girls around and stuff. So there really wasn't a legacy to ruin there. You know, I was just wondering about what your opinions on Rorschach are as a. Rorschach, a way cooler concept for a hero than an actual hero.
I never read Watchmen.
It's from Watchmen, everybody.
I never read it.
He is easily one of my favorite superhero movie scenes is when he is in prison. This is the Watchmen movie that came out in like 2009.
I'm a Zack Snyder hater, bro.
You didn't like that movie.
I don't
I
like-
loved
I don't
that
like a
movie.
Zack Snyder
but you
movie.
saw the movie, obviously.
I saw it.
The scene where he's in prison. And he gets into prison, and Rorschach is like a detective type hero, and he put away a lot of bad guys. And then he gets sent to prison one day, and all the bad guys it's classic setup. It's like the Hancock setup.
Yeah.
All the bad guys that he put away were in there, and he's in the lunch line. And a guy comes up and tries to like start stuff with him. So he dumps boiling hot oil all over his body,
Yeah.
and then smashes his face with a food tray. And he goes, "You don't get it. I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me."
That is extremely badass.
And it was I was like, "Oh, dude!"
Yeah.
And that's the guy that played Freddy Krueger in the reboot of Nightmare on Elm Street. And I was like, "That guy is badass. He's going to be in so much more stuff."
Yeah.
And then he wasn't.
You ever see that? You ever hear people talk about how, like, damn, I wish my hyperfixations could have been like stocks and bonds.
Yeah.
But-
but instead, I could name you in order all of the Pokemon from Gen 1.
Yeah. In order, don't, Jared. Just because
We start things off with one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. That's Bulbasaur.
Just because I said in order with
That's
the question mark.
001 is Bulbasaur.
You can say.
And then it's evolution
if
lines
you
after that. So
say yes,
naturally it's Ivysaur
I'll
and then
believe
Venusaur.
you.
And I could get pretty deep into 2 as well.
Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard,
Don't start. I'll go. We'll go right now.
Squirtle,
Wartortle, Blastoise, Pidgey, Pidgeotto. Stop it. You did not just say Pidgeotto.
Pidgeotto.
What's that?
Pidgeotto, then Pidgeot,
Pidgeot.
and that's plenty.
Weedle. All right. Okay.
Weedle?
I can't actually do it.
Okay.
I lied. Like straight to your face. I lied.
So Bigfoot took a
Right.
chair wrapped in barbed wire.
Yeah.
and he was hitting the lumberjack over the
He's
head
going
with
to say, "I quit."
it. And the last hardcore band of the night, because of the schedule that they had. Oh, I'm sorry. There are 3 hardcore bands there.
All right.
Circle Six Wrestling, ring show, bar fights, hardcore bands, all in the same show. Come on out anytime they have a show.
Sasquatch, I'm gonna get you later tonight. You better watch out. You better watch your back because the lumberjack is chopping down trees.
That's exactly the vibe.
That actually sounds really cool.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty dope, actually.
So fucking cool.
Wow.
But they, I don't know if it's our bosses just like not thinking about bands or whatever. It didn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
The band that played last had to load in. Had to like squeeze by the Sasquatch hitting the lumberjack with the bar. They had to load onto stage. Well, yeah. So also,
Here, go ahead and try loading it on stage. Go ahead.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Like
you're loading it on stage
physically.
You're probably carrying an amp.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. Oh fuck! Sasquatch!
It was I don't think they had been properly prepped on what the night was going to be too.
Yeah.
So they were like, yeah, load on's at 8 o'clock and your set's at 8:45. And they're like, oh, cool, should be easy. And then they're like,
Should be easy. You just got to get around the Sasquatch. That's the same bit as it rains glass.
yeah,
It's the same bit.
It is the same.
Yeah. Oh, loading should be pretty standard. You got it's like 15 minutes between sets. There's a massive Sasquatch fighting a lumberjack with a real axe.
The whole audience.
Watch out for that. Otherwise, pretty standard actually. And if you guys are on Kempers, then you should be good.
If you guys are on Kempers.
You guys are on Kempers, and we should be good. We don't have to mic anything, and that's good because the Sasquatch might just fucking trip over the wires.
The whole audience was on stage taking video of the fight happening.
Yeah.
And the
It's like
singer
a World Star video. They're like, oh!
exactly like that.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
And the singer was like, we do have to get the drum set up here.
Right.
And so one of the venue guys was like, okay, guys, so just for the Sasquatch fight, we're going to have to have you off. We're going to
Tell me you've been on tour before.
Yeah.
Tell me you've been on tour before. Do you know what this is? Do you know what this move is? Hey guys, we're just gonna. Have you pulled that? Have you done that before?
I don't have one.
But you've never done the flashlight before?
I've never had access to the flashlight.
Well, I have a phone with a flashlight on it.
Oh,
I just go.
no, I haven't pulled that.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I actually do when I'm scooting through crowds?
Who?
Everyone fucking dude.
Why'd I say
I'm
who?
pretty who.
You know what I actually do? Who?
Sorry, I just let's try that again. You know what I actually do when I go,
What?
when I go through crowds? Everyone thinks I'm such like a big, bad, scary monster. And when I go through crowds, I go, pardon me, excuse me, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. And if someone's leading me through a crowd,
Yeah.
I apologize for the person leading
Oh.
me. So if you're leading me through a crowd, like people have to lead me through crowds because I'm not going to be aggressive and ruin your good time at the show by
I see.
scooting by you.
I
So
see.
people will lead me through a crowd. I'll be like, I'm sorry for him. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. We're a good duo in that way.
Yeah,
'Cause
Pat has a massive nose on the front of his
Yeah.
face, and it's kind of like an icebreaker on the front of an Arctic ship, like an Arctic vessel,
Me,
like a snow piercer, and he just carves swaths through groups of people. And I go, I'm sorry for his nose. I'm sorry for his nose. I'm sorry for his nose.
Me getting through a crowd when I got to be somewhere like a hammerhead shark.
Oh God! Ow! Ow! It's sharp. Oh Jesus!
Also a hammerhead shark in the way that it's the only time in my life I'm silent. Oh, wow, he does not give a fuck that he
Damn.
just shoved me out of the way.
All right, so this guy was born tall, so I guess I'm just standing over here now.
Oh, he must have friends up there he's got to get to. Oh, he doesn't.
He doesn't. He just wanted to stand in front of all of the
He
shortest
just wanted
people.
to be over there. Interesting.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow.
Oh, he's 6 foot. He just got on someone's shoulders too.
Wow.
So it's even
Crazy. He turned his head to the left, and now the whole entire left side of the stadium can't see.
like a shadow.
A draft.
It gets cold. It gets cold.
It's a
There's a chill. There's a chill. like in Day After Tomorrow, when it's about to be so cold. It's not yet so cold, but a chill has set over New York.
goddamn. Dude, Pat's big nose is my favorite punchline of all time.
Pat showed up to New York and turned his head, and there was a chill.
And there was a chill in the air. I like the thought of us trying to cut through a crowd with your big ass nose and my mustache like dragging on the floor behind people. picking up like various trash,
like
and
a
things
dress at the Met Gala.
and then me and my fucking Tiger King looking ass get like 2 inches from your face. I'm like, I'm so sorry for him. I'm so sorry for him. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You smell like strawberries.
Your
I'm so
mustache
sorry.
is like a woman's wedding dress that she chose to be as long as the path leading up to her groom. It's
Yeah, her wedding dress that has a little bit of macaroni and cheese in it.
it's picking up stuff like a street sweeper.
Yeah,
it's like a solo
and
cup.
it's also filtering krill.
There's krill on the floor of the Viper room.
Of the I was imagining House of Blues Anaheim. That's what I was imagining.
Oh no, not House of Blues Anaheim.
Yeah.
Because all of the different venue staff at House of Blues Anaheim would keep telling us we had to stand somewhere else. And then your mustache.
I don't know where you got to stand. Somewhere that's not where you are right now, and go. Or I'm going to hit you. That's the vibe I get from House of Blues
And your
Anaheim.
mustache dragging on the floor would make a bow. Because we had gone to
I'd
so
get
many.
tripped up and fall over.
We were in the crowd, but that was VIP, so we were upstairs, but that was family, so we were downstairs by the merch, but that's only if you're working.
Yeah.
So we were on stage because we're one of the bands tonight, but we're
Yeah.
not allowed to be there.
They stress me out, and I can eject these facial hairs like a porcupine. So
Who can do that? Just someone in X-Men can do that.
yeah, there's a guy in X-Men from the third movie, X3.
Actually, I feel dumb. I think his name's Porcupine.
It might be porcupine. Isn't he the dude? He's an Asian dude in the third one, right?
Yes!
That's the guy.
That's it!
And he's got the.
Thank you!
He was cool as fuck. He's in another movie too. That actor. That's an obscure actor. If you knew his name, you would have all-time giggles from me. If you could reference that actor's name at any point during the conversation, then I would giggle at that. Just you knowing an obscure actor's name, that'll get me. You know what else gets me? My cousin does this to me sometimes. Sometimes I'll get a call from my cousin Noah, and we don't talk super duper often anymore, but he'll sometimes be like, hey, dude. I'm like, what's up? He's like, the Battle of the Bulge. And I'm like, shut the fuck. He's like, General Custer's Last Stand. See you later. And I'm like,
That's good. Just put it in your brain.
yeah.
Deep history.
Yeah, it's like someone's name.
Yeah.
He's like fucking, hey, I just wanted to call you, tell you I love you, and Robespierre.
You put me on the spot. I'm racking my brain for one. I got nothing.
I swear to God, it's an automatic gig.
I know. I just only got A-listers.
If you ever want cheap heat from me, if you ever want like a quick laugh,
Right.
all you have to do is just say a historical figure to me.
All right.
Anyone that you would have learned about in school. You can do one. You got one.
I went to school in Wyoming.
What kind of school is a school in Wyoming teach? Like what stuff do you learn there?
Firearm safety.
Like Reese was telling me because he went to school in Texas that he learned different about the Civil War, that it was states' rights.
They also do the Texas national anthem there every morning.
That's true.
Which is separate from the national anthem.
New York is like a progressive.
Yeah, wait a second.
Kind of deal.
Texas national anthem.
Because they used to be their own country. They don't shut the fuck up about it. It's annoying. And they weren't really even on
Yeah.
Remember the Alamo?
Yeah.
No, they.
Is that what they're remembering?
The Alamo?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, but is that why they're remembering it?
If I remember, this is probably totally wrong, but if I remember about the Alamo, they were I remember more about the Titans than I do about the Alamo, to be honest.
As we should. You're damn right. Strong side.
Left side.
Strong side.
Left side. What kind of power you got?
I got soul
I
power.
said, what kind of power
Man,
you got?
I got soul power.
Hey, you know what, man? I feel strong.
You know why I remember the Titans better? Because there's something to remember.
Jesus Christ. I was saying that I felt strong, and I was kind of hoping that you would keep going.
Sorry, I didn't.
And I would go too strong. And you go, I feel strong.
I know. I'm not confident in my second half of that. I got the first half really well though.
That's actually the second one.
Huh? Oh,
Yeah.
we were starting the second.
Yeah,
My bad.
I think it starts with how strong are you? Too strong. Why don't you put that back up on your thing, huh? All right, so what's happening right here is that Pat started stacking things on top of a microphone. So we're recording this in post because we just stopped talking as we stacked things on top of the microphone. So Pat's got the little square apparatus that he's
Apparatus.
square jumpsuit apparatus that he's putting on top. and I'm criticizing him. I'm going, oh, this is so stupid. And then he's putting his McDonald's Coca-Cola
Inside
on top
of
and
the-
it's like, and it's pissing me off that it's working actually.
Yeah.
And
and then I put a plant.
the potted plant.
I put a potted plant on
He's
top
putting
of
a
the
potted plant
Coca-Cola
on
cup.
top of the Coca-Cola, on top of the square thing, and it's working.
It's totally working.
This is all on like a microphone arm. And he got it.
However
Wow.
weird you think it looks weirder.
It looks weird.
You're
And
gonna-
now I'm excited. I'm getting excited. I didn't think it was going to work, and now it's working. And so now I'm going to put sunglasses on it. So I'm leaning over to try to get a piece of the action here. There I go. Here we go. We're putting the sun. Well, okay, we knocked it. It's a little
Listening to
wobbly.
us describe it doesn't do it justice. You're going to want to hop over to the Idobi YouTube. Go ahead and give that video a like. Give it a comment.
It'll be pretty entertaining over there too.
Take a picture.
Wait, hold up. The sunglasses are on there. And what have we done? It's almost wow.
It's like a guy now.
Yeah. So now there's sunglasses on the top of it, and
You've got to see it to believe it.
London Bridge is falling down. Bam, and now it's done. And now
Back to the episode.
Back to the episode. Thank you.
I went to Anime Expo yesterday.
How was that?
I do this thing, you know this of me. I go to a lot of events without tickets or an invite, and I go with no expectations, just hoping I'll get in somewhere.
Sure.
Or just buy a ticket. I don't mind. I just like
Yeah.
going to stuff without.
Yeah, real entitled way to go to things.
Yeah, for sure. And I woke up at 2 p.m. yesterday, and I got to Anime Expo at like 4 o'clock, something like that. It almost over. There's only 2 hours left in like the main hall, and that
is an argument against waking up at 2 p.m. just in general.
No, I know, but it's an argument for. Like normally when I get to things really late, like it's easier to get in because everyone's like, there's not much left.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be in here, okay,
yeah,
okay.
exactly. That's the vibe. It took me a while, and I was getting kind of down on myself. Like normally I can find it was a badge or a media pass or something. Like
Something,
man,
yeah.
What's going on? Normally I got this.
Oh my God! Like I'm trying to figure out what's wrong. Is there something different today
yeah.
about the way that I'm?
And then
this is pretty much the same.
And then I asked this very sweet security guard if they knew anything about passes or anything like that, and he just put my mojo back into me. He was like, "Man, you ask anybody out here, someone's gonna give it to you. You showed up with those fucking pants and that whole ass shirt, and you're not gonna find the ticket. You absolutely got this. Go ask somebody. You're gonna have it." And I was.
And that man, for you guys, that was a Pacific Islander. You would never guess by the way he was speaking. That guy was Asian. That guy, Navajo. You'd never guess by the way that man was speaking, but he was Navajo.
I was so happy.
He was of the Cheyenne tribe. He was Aguazasni Mohawk.
My lips.
Continue.
My lips started quivering. I was like, "You're right."
Hey man. What was his name?
I don't know. He was working. Yeah. Honestly, maybe he was doing a bunch of positivity, thinking that was going to get me out of his way quicker.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. But then I asked a few more people, and someone had an extra batch.
Nice. And you went in. It was cool. You had fun. What happened in there?
The thing about showing up late,
Okay.
it's a whole culture of cosplay that I forget is outside of my phone.
What do you mean?
Like, of course, there's very pretty, cool, impressive, intricate cosplay and costumes on my phone, on the internet.
Those are the ones that get pushed to the top and that everyone gets
You
to
can
see.
look up people doing your favorite characters.
Absolutely.
Even when cons, conventions in general are like a place for that culture and that hobby to like meet up and show off.
Yeah, and thrive, and that's like the central hub for those.
At 5:30,
right
in the middle of the summer, when you've been up and wearing your $900 cosplay since 6 a.m.
Yes,
it's such an interesting vibe.
It starts to melt.
The wig is wet. I mean,
there's a certain je ne sais quoi in the air that you smell with your nose.
I think that what you think I said is that the wig is sweaty.
Oh.
It's wet.
The wig's wet.
It is.
And that's a different than a sweat.
It's a sweat. It's a Coca-Cola. It's a humidity.
Yeah.
It's all frazzled.
Yeah, it is.
And you're like, "Hey, dude, your cosplay you killed it. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Thanks. Not often that you get to be in a position where you can really fully cosplay Edward Elric, but you get in there and they turn off the AC on you because it's a lot of people in a big arena in the middle of July in Southern California.
You made all that out of foam, so it'd be light to walk around with, huh? No, I wanted it to be authentic, so no.
I got all of this from Odin Makes on YouTube, and I did it the way that he did, and it's a lot. It's heftier than you think after hours, you know?
I don't know if you've held steel.
So this is a great hammer, and I'm cosplaying as a space marine from Warhammer 40K, and I think I weigh upwards of 362 pounds.
When you start making clouds broadsword, you don't think. You kind of think about the picture that you'll take.
I was in between Cloud and Guts. And I think this next year, I think I'm going to go more of a Sephiroth kind of vibe. Should bring that sword down, you know? I think I might go Kid Link. I'm going Toon Link for the next one. It was a lot to carry around.
I had just woken up. I had just got there, and I was coming in on all these amazing looking people who just didn't have my energy.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, you guys look so cool. And just so many dark magicians. just so many dark magicians. For real, sitting with their ass out on the hot concrete.
Yeah.
Being like, yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
And like, they've already taken their group picture of dark magicians.
Yeah.
So there's no.
You show up and there's someone dressed as Margit from Elden Ring. And you're like, oh my God, that's such a good Margit from Elden Ring. He's like, foul, tarnished, in search for the Elden Ring, smoldering with thy meager flame, cower in fear of the night, the hands of the fellow woman will brook thee to a quarter.
I didn't even bring it up that time, man.
I know.
Cool it.
You just said, I know. I could do so many quotes. Dude, hold on. There's a bad guy on the DLC. The DLC's been out long enough. I can talk about it. God damn it. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. You got to talk about anime and I had to suffer through it. Okay, here we go.
I wasn't even.
Yeah, it was a little bit. We just talking about something you did and I wasn't there. Okay. Wait, you got to talk about something that happened to you and it was like blah, 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 blah.
Ooh,
there's a bad guy in Elden Ring. Hold on, shut up. There's a bad guy in Elden Ring, and his name's Mesmer, okay? And he's like the cover bad guy for the DLC. And when you show up to his arena, spoilers, when you show up to his arena, the first thing he says to you don't even get to see him. You like walk in, you're like, what? What the fuck? And he goes, mongrel intruder. Flames you at the gate. Mongrel intruder? Yeah. Mongrel intruder.
Moof milker intruder. I like Star Wars.
Yeah. Wait, what do they call nerf herders? There it is.
Nerf herder intruder.
Nerf herder intruder. Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light? That's what he says next.
Dude.
I love Elden Ring. I love Elden Ring.
Matching your nerd energy. I was kind of saying.
Oh, great! Now you're gonna do one of your things.
Yeah. People would say things to me, and it would just be so many things in a row that I like. I would like overload. I wouldn't even know how to. Like, I was walking over. I thought I saw like a Beyblade thing. And I thought, maybe I could buy a Beyblade. That'd be nice. Like, I like a Beyblade.
That'd be cool. You like Beyblades.
And then I was like, hey, what's going on? Do you have stuff for sale? And he was like, no. But we've got all these arenas set up. And if you just wait in line for a few people here, what we'll do is we'll build you your own Beyblade to your specifications. And then you can participate in an immediate tournament with anyone playing here for as long as you'd like. And I was like, okay.
Can I just go right here? Okay. Yeah, I haven't been to a convention. It seems like it just seems like packed full of fun. And like there's got to be plenty of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff happening.
Dude, they're like, "Would you like this pack of Hunter x Hunter cards?"
For me?
How much
I get to have them? What do I pay you for it? And they're like, "No, you don't pay us." And you're like, "Oh my God." And I just get to have them? Yeah, sir, of course you get to it's a convention.
Yeah.
Yeah, would you like two? Oh my God. Would I like two? one for gone and one for
Killua. Yeah, exactly.
Do you do that fucking super nerdy thing where you see? I do this all the time. If you see a group in an anime, you try to assign your friends to which character they would be.
Yeah, I do.
More specifically, because we have such a funny dynamic duo. Do you
Yeah.
ever find yourself being like, well, clearly Jared's Vegeta.
Yeah, absolutely.
Vegeta
Vegeta,
Goku.
Killua, Gon.
Yeah.
Easy.
Which sucks too because I'm such a fucking Goku guy and I'm such a Naruto guy and you're certainly Naruto and I'm certainly Sasuke.
Yes, but your pride is your fall and your strength.
I'm not a big fan of the government.
And that too.
And that too.
also that.
I find myself to be the that character in so many of the things. But if we were doing Yu Yu Hakusho, I get to be Yusuke Urameshi.
Yeah,
And
for
you're
sure.
motherfucking, I can't remember his name right now.
That's-
oh, hold on. This is like my favorite anime of all time. What's going on?
Yeah, you are Sasuke though, because you watched your whole family slain. Yeah, and I'm Naruto just because I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because you believe it?
Yeah,
You're Naruto because you're like 20 times hornier than I am?
I don't. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
you're Sasuke, and I'm fucking
Horny. You're Jiraiya.
Yeah. Sasuke, and I'm Jiraiya. I am. We don't even know each other. We never even fucking
met. We never interacted. Never interacted, dude. I guess it would be like that I'm Orochimaru.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it is like
And
that.
you're Jiraiya, and I'm Sasuke, and you're Naruto.
Yeah, and the show's
Damn.
not about us.
Kuwabara was who I was thinking
Kuwabara.
of.
I
You
would be Kuwabara.
Because you talk like this. You go, Urameshi. I go, Kuwabara. And you go, Yusuke. Urameshi. That's how we talk. I'm not doing a thing, but
No, that's how he talks.
that's how we talk. And that's the English dub, okay? And that is and he's not doing a voice. He's just going, Yusuke.
Yeah, Jiraiya and Orochimaru.
All of we could go down. There's always like I think if we were God, I don't want to do Ninja Turtles. I don't think I would like who we would both. Be.
I think the Ninja Turtles is
It only works on a 4-person, right?
It only works on 4-person, and it only works. Thank God. It only works on 4-person, and I think it's ever rotating.
Good.
Good.
Because I feel like I give off rude Raph
Yeah.
when I really want to be Mikey, and I feel like you give off Mikey. What Jujutsu Kaisen? Is there 2 guys in Jujutsu Kaisen? It would obviously have to be
Gojo and Gato.
Oh mother!
Unfortunately, I am Gojo in that, though.
Down to the gonna fuck one day.
Yeah, I took down to the gonna fuck one day for sure. You're damn straight.
Damn it.
Down to the Reddit forum.
Down to
all the way to the Reddit forum with that one. Down to my girlfriend's fucking lock screen.
And hold on. And spoilers. Down to I get got first. Come on, that sucks.
You gotta say more of a spoilers thing.
I said spoilers and then said the thing.
It was just so quick.
No, I would say spoilers and then you would have. Okay.
Spoilers. 3, 2. Skip 20 seconds.
Okay. Spoilers. I would get my brain taken out of my head and then I would have Stitch head.
I think there's more. I think there's more to be learned about whatever happened there.
I already know it.
Damn shit.
It sucks too because I didn't want to know it. I didn't
Yeah.
want to read the manga. I wanted the show to come out. If I'm gonna read a manga, I want to read only manga and then watch show or something. I want them to be like the way that I eat food is I eat a course at a time.
Yeah.
I would want to do one of them and not get combative information from either one because they'll change it if it goes into the anime.
Yeah.
But I got spoiled on what happens in the fucking manga.
Damn.
And please don't get spoiled on it because it really was a rock my world type of revelation.
Interesting.
It's the same for One Piece. It's like so hard to catch up on One Piece, and I just keep getting random shit. I got one yesterday. I was just looking up the size of monsters on YouTube. I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you put on a video that's like comparing the size of monsters, and then like a thing came up for One Piece, and I was like, "Did that just happen or something?" I'm deep in.
I was about to do.
Could we do One Piece?
I would be Sanji.
You would be Sanji.
Yeah.
You'd be so fucking Sanji. I don't know who I would be. Though.
Not only that, but Sanji's my boy too.
Would I be fucking Robin? Because who else would the fuck I be?
Zoro.
Ah,
Yeah.
damn! I would be Zoro too.
with the samurai.
I would learn how to do the three-sword style for sure. Damn it.
You don't
Every time.
You don't already know how to do the three-sword style? I'm surprised you don't have. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't turn around and there was one in your mouth. I'm like, you'd be Zoro, and you're like, I be Zoro, and the katana's right there.
I really thought I was more like a Tony Chopper.
Tony Chopper. Big Luffy at Anime Expo.
Big Luffy at Anime Expo.
I was trying to make a joke. I couldn't figure out how to get there. I was trying to make a joke on my Instagram story, taking a picture with the big Luffy, being like, how tall women want you to be.
Your jokes suck. Your jokes are bad.
When I didn't make it because I couldn't get there. How would you word that?
Women be shopping is how I would word it.
Women be shopping for
women be shopping for tall Luffy.
It's not even.
I go hoses tripping.
No,
is what I would post.
All right. Well, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Thank goodness you didn't.
How tall women want you to be when you're fucking already a tall guy? You don't have that problem.
Yeah, I sure don't.
How women want you to be when you're 6'1"? Is that accurate? 6'1"?
Yeah, leave this part in. Damn straight.
6'1" or 6'2"?
Yeah.
Which one?
That's good. Yeah, that's great. Come find out.
Which one are you?
Go ahead, come over.
You're 6'1".
It's 6'2" in the morning.
You're 6'1".
6'2".
You're not 6'2" in the morning.
6'2" in the morning.
You're almost 6'2" in the morning, and you're almost 6 feet at night.
After a good night's sleep?
6'1" and a half.
Yeah.
Probably 6'1".
Something.
I think 6'1" because you don't tower over me, and I have scoliosis, and I'm 6 feet tall when my fucking spine don't.
I talk about it all the time. Both of our scoliosis is crazy. I
would be
like
so
like
we are
6'3".
both. If we both got stretched out, it would still be.
Yeah.
Like we wouldn't be on the same. Like you are clearly taller than me, but I think you're taller than me in your legs.
Well, so that's the thing about my scoliosis is that my torso is not the fucking proportional with my legs.
But that makes you Sanji.
I'm so Sanji.
You're so
There's
Sanji.
no arguments
You're
there.
crazy Sanji.
I'm all legs.
Yeah.
My legs are 6'3". My torso's
No Idobi radio listener can relate to the things we're saying, I don't think. Who the fuck is Sanji? Look it up, bitch. I'm not going to do the work for you.
I thought of fuck. I keep doing radio shows for our close personal friends.
I know.
I'm like, who cares?
Who cares?
I know which of my buddies know it. Who are these other people you speak of?
These are characters from One Piece.
Yeah. Damn, we never said that it was from One Piece? No, you did.
Oh,
you said we could do One Piece. We could do One Piece.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. That would be a fun call to action for people if you were trying to milk the content out of this. Be like, what characters do you see us as?
What characters do you see us as, and which do you identify with? Like when you're walking along throughout your day.
Yeah, like I'm clearly Vegeta. He's clearly Goku. Are you Piccolo? Answer in the comments. Text Piccolo to 22422.
Have you seen girls read in fantasy novels being like, when the main character looks exactly like you in your head again? God.
Oh my God, the character is whimsical just like me. The character goes some up, some down. She's strong-willed and fierce. They do the same shit. We shouldn't make fun of women because it's the same thing as I read Aragon.
Oh my God, I am not making fun of women. Me too.
You got to stop making fun of women is what I'm saying.
This is what you were doing earlier about saying everyone needed to take a test to vote. I thought that was crazy.
And I think it's weird that you don't like women so much and that you like making fun of them and that they're the butt of your joke for some reason. I don't get that personally. You have a mom. I have a mom. You know?
God,
I think that women are fucking beautiful things. We were just talking about this last night, and I didn't even feel like you were giving me the same energy back. I was telling you, like, I like girls so much. Like, girls are so crazy that, like, I just, like, when I first meet a girl, I don't think, like, wow, she's super hot. I think, like, I wonder, like, if we're going to grow old together.
You sometimes...
You know? And it sucks that you don't fucking, like, it doesn't seem like you respect women in the same way as me. And I don't think that has to end our show or anything. Like, I don't think that has to come between us like that bad. But, like, it is definitely weird that you don't like women in like a respectful way.
You sometimes talk about how you're not a good actor. Yet
no one's putting me in dastardly roles.
Yet you lie.
All right, man. If you want me to fucking
you lie with the veracity.
I'm trying to make it a bit, but if you want me to be so serious,
dude,
if you want
stop.
I'm trying to make it a bit. If you want me to be serious, the frequency in which you disparage women around me is
Dude.
fucking crazy.
I need you.
I'm just telling, like, the tone
this is
in which
absolutely
you're able, something that we've absolutely talked about.
I
before,
feel like
too.
I can hear your heartbeat slowing down.
I'm just saying that we have absolutely brought this up before, and you're deflecting really hard. And we can cut all of this, but we can
Please stop. You could start a world war with that, bro. You could start a fucking world
I'm just
war.
goofing around. I'm just goofing around, being a little goofy.
You could say what Russia said.
You don't like playing characters sometimes? New psychoanalysis just dropped.
A new psychoanalysis just dropped.
It turns out that Reese goes through video games really quickly.
Oh, a psychoanalysis of one of our good friends.
Reese goes through
Here we
video
go.
games too quickly, like RPGs that we play together.
Yep.
Because he feels pressure from his childhood playing the role of the person who keeps everything together. So he's got to get to the end of the game faster so that he can provide that ending and get to the end and solve problems. But he needs to realize he's not the role that he is in his family, and that he needs to stop and smell the roses, and his friends around him just want to see him succeed and appreciate the small things in life.
You're relating Reese's approach to long form video games to how he feels about himself.
He needs to, what he's doing. He's trying to rush to the end so that he can satisfy, like, finishing something, so that he can do it. And like that's what he had to do when he was a kid, because he didn't have a lot of support from his parents. So he, like, as a kid, he had to finish things and manifest things because his parents wouldn't help him do stuff. And he's got to realize he's not a kid anymore. You know, like, I just want to see him play Elden Ring and have fun.
Your last thing was an Elden Ring thing?
Had we already done 2 or 3?
Sign off.
Well, thank you for joining.
You told me you had a weird thing.
Was that not weird?
It was a Trojan horse Elden Ring thing.
I thought that was weird. I thought that was sufficiently weird. Think Reese is going to let us keep that in
I
there?
don't know.
Thank you for tuning into another episode of The
were you-
Meantime on Idobi Radio.
Were you going to ask him? You think he's going to listen?
No.
If
If he does, he's certainly not getting to the end. Appreciate you guys watching for another episode of The Meantime. I'm Jarrett.
I'm Jared also.
Okay. And we'll see you Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Pacific.
Give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify.
and on
follow us.
Spotify, and you can check out this episode on YouTube.
At The Meantime Radio on Instagram. Follow us, for the love of God.
And TikTok, too, if they let us put out content anymore.
Oh, my God.
We can't get into it.
All right.
Good episode! Left side!
Strong side!
Left side!